Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be a really great unboxing. Look at this. What does it say? High value. So basically, I have gotten a whole bunch of stuff from Heritage Auctions. This is this is going to be really awesome. This is a pretty great unboxing. I have to get my little knife, but this will be a really great unboxing. What happened was it's about a month and a half's worth of auctions, and there's one auction I almost have to give a shout out to Automatic Comics, Ryan from Automatic Comics, because there was one day where I was like, wow, I'm winning on all these on all these auctions that I normally don't win on. Like I was averaging like one win per auction for a while, and then one weekend I won like 6 or 7 bids, and I was like, wow, this is really awesome. And I was getting them for really good prices. And later on I was chatting with Ryan from Automatic Comics, and he said that he was away that weekend. So I think I wasn't competing against him or something, because there was a lot of big books that I won really at great prices. So I was quite happy. So bit of a shout out to Ryan. So I thought that was kind of fun. So this is going to be pretty big. There's a lot of big books in here. A lot of, it does live up to that high value thing. So it's a lot of books, actually. So we got a bunch here. And actually, I'm surprised that they were able to send it all in one box. I thought it would be a bit more. And two bundles. And let's make sure that there's nothing else. Good, we're good. Put it on the floor. And now we get into the first set of books. They wrapped everything quite well. I was kind of worried because such a small box. Usually what they do is when they send things, they'll float it in a second box, but this time they didn't. So I was a little bit nervous, but everything seems to be good. But there's going to be some really mega grails in here, like just really amazing books. Just getting them all out. The way that they wrapped it was kind of interesting. Okay, so I think I got everything out of this first set of books. And we'll start out with whatever this is. Okay, we'll start out with a cool one. It's not a big grail, but it is kind of a book that has a lot of potential. Like this book, I got it so cheap. I was like shocked when I won it, because I got it about half of fair market value. And this is Fighting 5 number 28, which is actually really Fighting 5 number 1. The notes say, this issue was formerly Space War. It's the first appearance and origin of the Fighting 5. Hank Hennessy, Joe, sorry, my eyesight, I can't read things when I'm wearing my contacts. Hannah, Haga, jeez. Excuse my reading ability when I can't see the words. Hagana, and then Granite, Crello, and Frenchie, and Tom Tom. So, wow, so interesting. I really need to get like bifocals or something. Okay, so basically it's the Fighting 5. The reason this is an important book is because of the Peacemaker series. So Peacemaker was originally in the Fighting 5 comic. I forgot what issue Fighting 5, number 40. Number 40. Fighting 5, number 40 was the first appearance of Peacemaker. And so what that means, though, is that there's a potential that since Peacemaker came from the Fighting 5, that those characters could be brought into future Peacemaker series, because, you know, it's from that book. You know, it only makes sense that they would utilize other characters that were in the Fighting 5, which would be the most prominent would be the Fighting 5. So I thought this was a really great spec, but just a cool book anyways. Like, I love the fact that this book, not only does it have the first appearances on the cover, but it actually like tags them. Like, see, there's all these like tags, and then it says who they are. I think that's really great. And it's like, you know, America's Super Squad. It's just really cool. I think it's kind of a cool first appearance cover. Okay, so that's the first nice light book to start. Then I'll show you some of the raw books. This one is a classic cover. I've been collecting homage covers, and this one, I have the homage of it, and I was like, oh, what is the original book for it? And I had to look it up, actually, because I wasn't sure what book it came from. But this is All Top Comics, number 18. It's in a reasonably high grade, actually. It's just a kind of a great cover. There's sort of a golden age trope where you have like a woman in distress and they're like threatening her with a snake, like a venomous snake. It's a thing that they did in the golden age. So it's kind of interesting cover. So All Top Comics number 18. Pretty rare book, actually. Okay, the next one is another great book, and it's literally all great comics. So this is all great comics, and it's the first appearance of Dagger. So it's kind of a major key, and it's a great classic cover too. So I think it's a Jack Kamen. I'm guessing it's a Jack Kamen cover, but just a really, I might be wrong on that. I'm just looking at the style. But it's a really great cover, regardless of who did it. And it is the first appearance of Dagar. So Dagar had a short-lived series from Fox. I think it was like 20 some odd issues. It's just a really great book. You know, it's cool to get those first Golden Age appearances. And if you ever read Dagar, two of the books were actually mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. They are just really, like, really interesting books. They're just, you know, Fox was known for its titillating entertainment. Yeah, so it was just a really a great series from the Golden Age. Dagar, the Desert Hawk, I think was the name of the title. And yeah, so this is where he made his first appearance. All Great Comics number, I believe, 13. I was close. Okay, so the next one is another, this is a collection that I've shown before. One of the ones I was missing, and it's actually one of the keys from the series. This is JoJo Comics number, because they don't number the books. It's really nice. Number 11. So, actually, does it say? Yeah, it doesn't say. But it's a great bondage cover. And you got all these, like, animals down below. And you got the woman dangling. And you got JoJo swinging in to rescue her. And it's just a really great cover. This, you know... So JoJo has a few of the books that are quite pricey as a result of the fact that they are popular covers. Well, this is one of the more pricey ones. Just because it is... kind of a sought-after cover with the girl in distress and in bondage. Great bondage cover. So yeah, so that's JoJo number 18. Oh, sorry, JoJo number 11. I keep on saying the wrong numbers. Okay, sorry. lack of sleep. I was working really hard last few days. So if you notice I look a little tired, it's because I've been working long hours. Okay, but that's how I paid for these books. So the next one is possibly one of the best robot covers in terms of aesthetics. It is just a beautiful, beautiful cover. It is Amazing Adventures number 4, and it's just like this beautiful painted cover. It's kind of a romantic, good girl cover. A bit of a headlight cover as well. So I just think it's a really stunning cover. When I saw it, I was like, wow, I have to get that book. And I was able, this was one of those ones where I was really lucky on the price. I got it below market value because I was just really fortunate on it. I think that was the day Ryan wasn't around, and basically picked up some really great books. So this is, who did the cover? Cover by Alan Anderson. So kind of a cool cover. Just really beautiful. So with the Golden Age, a lot of the covers are what collectors will go after. And this is one of those highly sought after covers. It's probably, from the Amazing Adventures series, it's probably the best cover. And this is a Ziff Davis publication. They have some really great covers from Ziff Davis. The ones that most people know would be Nightmares, that have some really great, like Matt Baker did one of the covers in the Nightmare series. So there's some really great artists associated to Ziff Davis, and they had some really great covers. Now this is another actually classic cover classic artist actually. This is Alley Oop number 18. It's the last issue from the Alley Oop series, and it's just an interesting one because it's an Alex Schomburg cover. And you can kind of see a little bit Alex Schomburg style in it, even though it's like these cartoony characters. Alex Schomburg's style is a bit cartoony anyways, but this is even more so because it is a cartoon, a title. So this is Alley Oop number 18. And it's just a really great book from 1949. And again, I got it for a steal. I got it for about $100. I was quite happy with that one. So just a really great Alex Schomburg cover. So yeah. Okay, and then we got one more from this group. This was another one. It was like $100. I was like so happy to get it. This is Beyond number 21. And this is just a great mermaid cover. Nothing special, not a key. It's not a sought after book. So there's a few issues within the Beyond series that are quite pricey. This is not one of them. But it is one that I like. So sometimes if you buy the other books, like the one, I actually do have the Beyond 27, which is the pricey one. That's the one that is the big key from the Beyond series, Beyond 27. But some of the other covers are quite nice, and I really like this cover. I like mermaids. I think, it's kind of sexy mermaid thing going on. Hers is like a full suit. It looks like a full suit, but but this is Beyond 21, and it's Lou Cameron art. It's a really great cover. So yeah, okay. So that's the first set of books. And that was, I think those were all from the same auction where Ryan wasn't around. And I did quite well. So I was quite happy about that one. Okay, so this next is going to be a bunch of lots that I'd won over a fair, like about a month and a half. And there's just a lot of really great stuff in here. I was happy to win all of these books, and it was just like small wins here and there, but all great stuff. Okay, I'll leave this last. Okay. So the first one is like a kind of a DC key. It's one that I had always wanted in my collection because I have like the other part of the story. It's Green Arrow number 85. And this is, the reason this is a key, it's the drug issue. And it's like Speedy, Speedy's on drugs. Kind of appropriate considering his name. So, it was kind of part of the golden age, when the Silver Age sort of ended and it became the Bronze Age, where they sort of became more serious about the stories that they were dealing with. This one had sort of mixed reception because it really did offer a major contrast to the Silver Age. The series Silver Age was much more lighthearted and fun, maybe not so serious issues. This book, along with like Spider-Man, I believe 97 or 90, I think it was 98 or 97, and the issue before this, all really presented huge drug issues or issues that would normally not be allowed by the Comic Code Authority. So it was kind of a pretty big deal that these books came out, and it really did set up the Bronze Age of comics. So this is Green Lantern number 85, and it's from December 1971. It's kind of a cool book. Next one is another great, this is a Silver Age book. This is Avengers number 5. And I'm actually putting together a bit of an Avengers run. I have like 1 through 5 now, or 1 through 6 maybe. Actually, maybe 1 through 8. So I'm getting kind of that whole little run. I think I might even have like the other issues in the series, but I have to look. So yeah, so this is number 5, and this is the first appearance of the Lava Men. But it's a special issue as well. And part of the reason I actually got it very affordably was it's a UK price variant. You can't really see that. I'm gonna take it out of this plastic. Oh, okay. Usually they close the bag, but they didn't. Okay. Okay, so you can see now that it's a price UK price variant. It's, pre-decimation or whatever it's called. And it's a 9 dinars, or which is 9 pence. So yeah, so this is a UK price variant, and that makes it extremely rare. I think there's only like 5 or so on the census for the UK price variant. It's like 1/100th of the number of American price variants. So it's quite a rare book as a UK price variant. And the UK price variants came out at the same time. So whenever I get the opportunity to buy a UK variant, I will do so because it is a much rarer book. And the funny thing is right now, they're undervalued. So you can pick them up usually almost anywhere from half off to 80% of the price of the American. And I got this for about half of the American price. So I was like really happy to pick it up for such a rare book. I think UK price variants will have their day someday. And they will definitely be books that people will check out and regret selling for so cheap. So, okay, well, now we're getting into some bigger books. So a lot of the ones I showed were pretty big books. This one is a really great one. I'm super happy to get these whenever I can. This is Miss Fury number 5. It's my second issue that I have. I have number 1. Now I have number 5. And this is a really great cover. It's like one of those wartime covers where you got Miss Fury swooping down and she's beating up all the Japanese. And you got the American men in bondage in the background getting whipped. It's just a really great cover. It's an Alex Schomburg cover. So another great Alex Schomburg cover. He did a lot of the covers for Miss Fury. So just really great cover. And it's just with Miss Fury, her stories are very interesting, very complicated stories. Like sometimes there's like multiple bad guys working independently of each other, and they might even be fighting with each other within the story. And it's just a really interesting dynamic that she sets up with her stories. And so Miss Fury number 5. This is from 1945 too. So, and it's a bondage cover. Too bad it's not female bondage. It's not as valuable because of that, but it's still a pretty pricey book. Miss Fury number 5. Okay. Next one is a really, like, these books, I don't know why, but they've been, well, I know why. These are been really hot lately, these Golden Age books. And the prices I've seen have just really risen in recent times, like within the last year. They've always been sought after, but this book, I was happy to have gotten it for a reasonable price. The prices have really, as I said, have really jumped. This is Planet Comics, and it's the Planet Comics ones that are in the later issues. The later issues have really, really gone up in value, and it's the reason for that is they're the Good Girl art covers. So this is a Maurice Whitman cover. I really like Maurice Whitman's art. I just think it's very stunning, and he does a really good job of these good girls. So this is Planet Comics number 67. And it's a Maurice Whitman cover. Just an interesting cover. I think her suit's really kind of interesting. It's got like these kind of almost like looks like wings or something on it. So just a really great cover. And some aliens and stuff. And you got the guys trying to rescue her from this weird alien guy. I don't know. It's just but it looks like she's actually, it's not even like there doesn't even look like they're trying to rescue her. It looks like she's trying to lure them into the alien. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Very odd cover. So yeah, kind of cool. I like that. Okay, now we're getting into a book that is a bit under the radar, and one that a lot of people don't realize the significance of this book, and it's one that I collected for 2 reasons, and I'll explain this. This is Cave Woman, the mature edition. So it is uncensored in the interior, and I actually have the other cover of this, which was done by Bud Root. But this one was done by Frank Cho, and this is actually Frank Cho's first published cover. So it's kind of interesting that this is a double key in a way, because it is a collectible Cave Woman book, but it's also Frank Cho's first published cover art. So it's kind of cool on both fronts. I'm a big Frank Cho fan, and I'm also a big Cave Woman fan. So it's good to have both in one. So that's and this book actually is heated up a lot too. You know, they had a few of them on Heritage. And they usually went for fairly high amounts. I was quite surprised. The next book is one of those ones where I was super excited to win this. It is a classic cover. It's an L.B. Cole cover. And it's one that I really didn't think I was going to win for a reasonable price. But it has restoration. So... But when it's in a low grade, it's a 1/8. Generally, the restoration doesn't impact the price too much. You probably pay about 90% of the value for the book. So this is a slight restoration. Restoration includes a small amount of glue on the spine of cover, tape on interior and interior cover. So the glue is the reason for the restoration label. It is one of those things where sometimes you got to be really careful when it says glue. Sometimes you can remove the glue, but sometimes it will take a bit of the paper with it. That can be a serious issue. But when it's a low grade like a 1/8, even if it takes a bit of that paper with it, depends on how much glue is used. It generally will get the same grade. So, you know, restored or unrestored, it probably get the same grade. So yeah, so this is just a classic L.B. Cole cover. This is Power Comics number 3 from 1944. And this is one of those fortunate cases with low grade, but a grade that doesn't present as a low grade. So the front cover is really solid. There's not many issues with the front cover. It is the back cover that has the problem. So a chunk of it was taken out right here. I don't know why it was ripped there. It looks like they were trying to get the coupon, like, you know, just like a piece of the coupon. I'm not sure what they were doing, but there's a bit of a chunk missing there, and this corner is missing. So it's because of that the grade is a 1.8. So for me, that's not a problem. You don't really see the back that much, and the front presents extremely well. So I'm quite happy with it. So this is Power Comics number 3. So it's actually funny with this book. I posted it out on my Instagram. I recommend you check out my Instagram account because I always post out my wins. And somebody reached out to me and saying, oh, that was the book I was bidding on. So I found out who I was bidding against, and he was like, he was going to bid more, but then he kind of backed off at the end. So I was quite happy that he did. I was like, I actually thanked the guy. I was like, thank you for not bidding anymore, because I got this at a really good price. So I was quite happy about it. So this is Power Comics number 3, a really rare, great book to have in my collection. Okay. So that is it. I hope you realize that a lot of these were pretty big books, a lot of Golden Age books, and some modern keys as well. Well, Bronze and Silver Age keys as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again.